it was a baby, and I know that it's up in heaven with all of our family. Just hate that we never got to meet it.
Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, May 19th. Today would have been our due date if we hadn't have suffered an early miscarriage after our first round of IVF. And so today I feel like it's going to be maybe a little bit of a hard day, but definitely a day that I want to remember and a day that I want to honor our sweet little baby that is no longer with us. So I started the day off by resting in bed for a little while. I watched some of our vlogs from right around the time that we found out that our IVF was actually successful. If you guys remember, we had been taking pregnancy tests and I knew that the beta was going to be negative, but I just needed to hear it. And so for whatever reason, I turned the camera on when I answered the phone. And so I was able to capture those moments of shock and surprise and excitement when she told me that my beta was positive. It was still really low, but just to hear the words, "You're pregnant," were probably going to be one of the best days of my life. So, just spent some time watching those and just remembering. It's kind of like a blessing and a curse when you vlog things, because you have those amazing special memories of happy times and you can go back and relive those as many times as you want, but then you also have the moments where you find out that your beta dropped and that you're not pregnant anymore. And so it's hard to kind of like have those moments that you can relive again. But it's also good to remember, and I'm so thankful for everything that happened yesterday at our appointment and the answers that we got and the plan that we have, because I feel like it made this day so much easier. Because I think I even put it in the vlog yesterday, I remember telling Derek, like, tomorrow would have been our due date and I don't feel like we're any closer to having a baby than we were 9 months ago. And a lot of that changed yesterday, and just getting some answers and having a plan just makes today so much easier to kind of get through and know that the loss that we suffered was not in vain, I guess. Like, it was for a reason. And I'm grateful that we have that piece of information and that we have that hope, I guess, that I did get pregnant, and hoping that it will happen again and that we will have a better outcome. So this morning I am just getting up. I'm trying to eat healthier this week. As you guys know, my family was all here last weekend, and so obviously on vacation you don't eat very well. And that was definitely true for us. So I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier this week. These two are hanging out. She knocked over the broom and has been dragging it around. She's getting big. If you looked at them kind of side by side, you're getting bigger. Yeah. You're gonna be as big as your brother? Probably not. Probably not quite as big, but almost. But anyways, so Derek's gonna get up later this afternoon. I have 2 dog visits today. Thankfully today is a relatively slow day. I needed a couple of days without doing anything. I didn't do any dog visits this last weekend, but I was with my family, and so I wasn't at home or anything. I need to get some dishes done, get some cooking done maybe. I think I'm gonna put on a pot roast for dinner tonight. I know onions like burn people's eyes. That's what people always talk about. Onions burn my hands. Like, they burn my fingers. Like, when I get onion juices on my fingers, it burns. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or if that's like a weird thing, but it's what happens. My dad makes the best pot roast, and so when he was down this last weekend, we were all asking him what his secret is. Apparently it is McCormick seasoning packets, because Derek made a pot roast a few weeks ago and Emma was like, it's just not as good as Dad's, and so I was like, okay, I'll figure out what Dad does, what all crazy things Dad does to his pot roast. And he was like, oh, I just put a seasoning packet in. It's like 90 cents. So I was like, works for me. That's what I'll do this time. So hopefully it's good and lives up to Dad's very, very high standards. Probably not, but at least hopefully it will be edible. All right, little pot roast, we'll see you in 5 hours. We hope you're yummy. I thought I had myself like together and gathered for the day before I left, and then I'm like driving down the road and like the tears just start like flowing from my eyes. And like obviously I wish that it hadn't happened, and like it's a horrible thing and it's a painful thing to go through when you worked so hard for it. And it's just like to the 9 months be like, yes, I believe that we're closer, I do, but it's like after 6 years it's like I'm just so tired of waiting. And it was even like yesterday when the doctor was talking about, okay, we'll meet back up 2 weeks after your surgery, and I was like, that's at least a month away. And I don't know, it's just, it's hard to like keep everything in perspective and like try to forget about the past 6 years and pretend like they did happen, but they didn't happen. The time doesn't really count because you just have to keep moving forward. And like you have moments of weakness where it's just like you're just done. You just don't feel like you can do it anymore. And obviously you can. You pick yourself back up and you keep going, but it starts to take a toll on you and you just get tired. That someone was like, I don't even know how to explain how I feel, and I was like, I'm tired. Like, I'm so relieved to be in this new doctor's office where I feel like people are fighting for me and people are doing work for me so that I don't have to do it all myself. But I'm so exhausted already that it's just hard. I mean, even the doctor yesterday, he was like, yes, you're young. He was like, but it's time for you guys to have a baby. Like, it's baby time. Like, I can tell just by looking at your faces, like, this is what you need. You guys are ready. It's time. Like, you've put in your time. You've put in your hard work. And I know that there's nothing else that I could have done to save our baby. There was nothing else. I did everything that I knew to do. I did everything that I was told to do. And for whatever reason, it just was not time for it to be on the earth. And that's a hard pill to swallow, and it's hard to understand that because you just can't. There's no reason that you can put on it that makes it justified, that makes the pain justified, that makes the sadness justified. Like, there's things that you can say that will maybe make it a little bit better, but there's not anything that you can say to make it right. We're trying to make a family Wawa trip. Derek finally got up. He is in the other car looking for the mail key. Derek's trying to find the mail key so that we can go and check and see if Emma's box is in there. And he can't seem to find it, even though he used it like literally 2 days ago. Here's the end result. Looks pretty yummy. Are you guys fogged up? Hopefully not. So we are going to eat some dinner. We're going to play Clue because Derek and Emma have been begging me all day to play Clue. So we're going to play Clue. Derek and Emma just went to go get the mail. We finally found the mail key. Finally. I've had a much better day. I had like my little bit of a breakdown moment, which you guys saw, but other than that, I have been good today. Today's been a good day. So now we're gonna eat dinner, we're gonna play Clue, and I'm going to enjoy not having to do anything for the rest of the evening. Like, my dog visits are done. It's the first day in like the past month that I have not had something to do in the evening. So I'm gonna enjoy spending time together as a family and playing some board games. Okay, we're in the car. We're having a Walmart run. We had a Wawa run earlier, and now it's time for a Walmart run. Because you are the co-pilot, you now have to be the cameraman.
Okay.
Are you ready for that responsibility?
Yeah.
Do you know how to work a camera?
Yes.
Okay. We are going to Walmart because we need water, we need snacks, and I need something to control this hair because it is so humid. I just like literally sprayed it down with hairspray and my curls are already trying to pop out the side of my head. So we gotta find something. I don't know if I'm gonna have to buy like a head wrap to just like plaster my hair to my head or something, but what is happening is not working. Do you feel me?
Feel ya.
Thank you. So we're going to Walmart. Might stop by Taco Bell on the way back. But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Because starting on Monday, it's new diet time.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm saying morning because it is 4:30-ish in the morning, and I'm walking the little stinker where she can go to the restroom. But I know that Elizabeth had a hard time yesterday, and most of you guys know that yesterday would have been our due date from the first time that we went through IVF. So it was tough on her yesterday because I worked overnight, so I wasn't necessarily awake, so I couldn't do anything with her or help her or talk to her about anything. And then it's kind of the same with me. I'm waking up, and we were together a little bit this afternoon, but I think we both kind of just tried to ignore it for the most part. And sometimes it's just easier to not even have to deal with the feelings, but it's kind of been something on my mind for my time at work. It's been something on my mind that I've been thinking about while I've been at work because I'm in my office alone, no one else is awake, so I thought I would kind of vlog about it. I think, most of you guys know Elizabeth and I are very different in how we handle our feelings. I normally just suppress things and don't really think about it. If it didn't happen, you can't be upset about it. I think that's how I kind of approached that as well, but that's not necessarily the case because we were pregnant. We were supposed to be having a baby right now. So I'm sad. I am. I don't necessarily cry about it or express my feelings, but I do think about it and think about how our family would be starting, and I kind of just look forward, moving forward, really. We got some good news from the doctor, which I think will help us, just continue. It's hard to wait, though. It's hard to keep waiting and hoping for something to happen. I don't know. You want to always stay positive. You want to always, not worry about things or when things are going to happen. And I know we will have a baby, whether it's through adoption or Dr. Loy seems to think, the good old-fashioned way will work. But I just needed to get a little bit off of my chest as far as what was supposed to happen today. I know that it was a baby, and I know that it's up in heaven with all of our family. Just hate that we never got to meet it. So I do ask for you guys to keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and hope that everything goes as planned with the new doctor. He seems very confident that, like I said, we may not even need IVF. So yeah, I guess I'm probably going to be the wrap up of the vlog, so I'll wrap it up, and if she doesn't use it, that's okay. I got a few more hours of work. I get off at 9 a.m. and then it's my weekend. But I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, whatever, when you're watching this. Make sure to subscribe, comment below, tell us anything. We love interacting with you guys. We're on Twitter, all of that good stuff. But we will see you guys Friday. So, bye guys. We love you.